Hello, Elk Grove Unified students, families, and staff. I'm Santi Pinkerton, Director of Communications for the Elk Grove Unified School District.
And I'm Sandeep Dosanjh, also from the Elk Grove Unified Communications Department. Together we are here to bring you another video episode of
EGU News. The purpose of this show is to keep you informed of important news, services, and developments during the COVID-19 school closures.
During the course of the school closures, we will provide regular EGU News broadcasts on our YouTube channel.
So please click on subscribe at youtube.com/Elk Grove Unified.
And if you would like to be notified as soon as new episodes of EGU News are available, make sure you click on the notifications bell.
That little bell. In Elk Grove Unified, we stand up for each other, even if it has to be 6 feet apart.
Yes, and today we changed sets to make sure that we are setting the right example. Our schools have been closed since March 9th, and together we can get through another couple of weeks.
So our update today focuses on EGUSD distance learning and a revised 2019-2020 school calendar. We'll break it all down for you.
Yeah, and EGUSD distance learning and a revised 1920 calendar have been approved. Today, a memorandum of understanding between the district and the Elk Grove Education Association was established in response to the effects that the coronavirus COVID-19 epidemic has had on school closures and on the learning environment.
Yeah. This disruption to student learning and staff working conditions prioritized efforts on finding solutions to maintain student and staff safety, educational opportunities for families, and continuity of district instruction.
Elk Grove Unified's distance learning is an alternative learning and educational service plan in which the pupil and the instructor are in different locations.
Absolutely right. So you're going to have the teacher somewhere in another location and the student in another location. That's distance learning.
Yeah.
So the use of distance learning during school closures is in accordance with mitigation protocols as recommended and required by federal, state, and health officials in order to prevent the spread of illness rising from the novel coronavirus 2019 during the 2019-2020 school year or for the duration of any directives from public agencies.
Also, the district is working on getting technology essential for the distance learning into the hands of students and families that need it.
That's critical, absolutely. So a process will be developed for students to check out Chromebooks, and they'll be provided instructions for using mobile hotspots for internet connectivity, which will be provided if there's no other connectivity available at home. Obtaining mobile hotspots in this time has been extremely challenging, and 8,000 hotspots are scheduled to arrive in early April right here in our community. It is important that all parents understand that the previously negotiated instructional calendar for 2019-2020 will also be altered.
So what does that actually mean? Well, the new instructional calendar for the remainder of the 2019-2020 school year will follow the schedule for distance learning as delineated below or coming up in our future words during this broadcast, and there will not be any distinction among traditional, modified traditional, and year-round calendars for the remainder of this school year.
That's tremendous. We in our district, we have so many calendars, students on year-round different tracks, and now everybody's going to be following one calendar, the traditional calendar. So all calendars are now moved to a traditional calendar, and this means that the end of the school year will follow the traditional calendar, which ends May 29th, 2020.
Beginning March 25th, all staff will receive time to prepare lessons and resources in order to align with the following schedule. Beginning on Wednesday, March 25th, teachers will be given instruction as to how to access and utilize Synergy, Zoom, Google Apps, and for education, Microsoft and Ingenuity platforms for the purpose of facilitating staff collaboration and the delivery of distance learning.
Well, that's a lot of things that are put into place. We have a whole new calendar, we have a new schedule. and the schedule is laid out very clearly.
And our instructors are learning new platforms in order to provide distance learning for all of the students at home.
Yeah. In addition to our teachers, the secondary counselors and site administration will be identifying the schedule needs of students and begin creating student schedules for the remainder of the year. That means fourth term. And this also includes the matters regarding the class of 2020, those seniors out there.
Yeah, and teachers may connect with parents and students to reestablish contacts prior to the formal timeline for distance learning. However, no engagement should result in required activities, grades, or assessments or new learning until mid-April.
That's right. Only until distance learning actually begins will teachers be able to actually start teaching new content.
Yes.
That's very important to point out. So recommendations for enrichment activities may be given. So parents will be able to find these things. And the manner of contact that will be at the teacher's discretion using district-supported technology.
And during the week of March 30th, teachers will be preparing lesson plans during this curriculum preparation week. And counselors and site administrators will be finalizing student schedules for all secondary students.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it is, but it's a lot of necessary work to be done
Right.
before education starts.
And a lot of people have been asking about that. So this distance learning plan is coming at a right time when many things have come together. So during the week of April 6th, all elementary and secondary schools will be on spring break. According to the dates on the 2019-2020 traditional school calendar, this will be a non-instructional week for everybody.
Including the staff.
Correct.
Okay, so beginning on Monday, April 13th, all EGEA unit members will be preparing for the start of distance learning. So that basically means all teachers will be ready to start implementing distance learning.
Yes, and then beginning on Thursday, April 16th, secondary instruction begins and high school and middle school staff will begin providing content delivery and instruction through distance learning.
Okay, so now beginning on Monday, April 20th, elementary instruction begins, and elementary school staff will begin providing content delivery and instruction through distance learning.
So that means that high school and middle school students are going to start first with
Yes.
distance learning,
Yes.
followed the week later by elementary school
Correct.
students.
So by mid-April, all of our students will be back in class by April 20th.
Yeah, and we still get to keep our spring break,
Yes.
but for staff or the schools, what students would normally do, but at the district office, oftentimes we are still working during spring break.
Yes. Which is fine, especially during these times.
Yes, so to reiterate, the end of the school year will follow the traditional calendar for all students, which ends May 29th, 2020.
Continued student and family support will be provided by the following teams. Food and nutrition team will be continuing with the drive-through grab-and-go meal service.
Wonderful program.
Yeah.
And then family and the community resources team are going to be continuing to add those enrichment materials for families and for students, and even for teachers to be able to look at and touch, give a call, check in with their students. And those resources are going to be at the EGUSD Family Resources page. Then there's also going to be information about the before and after school daycare that team has been providing, which is in coordination with CDI and CDC as well as Champions.
During our school closures, a number of students and families have come up with interesting, creative, and fun things to do to keep themselves entertained while they're staying at home.
It's wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh. So let's go to one of our district's media teachers, Tammy Knoll, to learn about a fun art activity you can do while you're at home.
Elk Grove families.
Hi, my name is Mrs. Knoll,
And my name is Madison.
and now that we're all locked up in the house, you might be getting a little bored, and so we had some things that could help you maybe keep the boredom down. What's something we can do, Maddie?
Well, you can draw and
You can draw. One of our favorite sites, thankfully, we have YouTube, and one of the favorite sites on YouTube is KidHub. And I'm not a very good artist, so for me, KidHub has been amazing.
There are hundreds of videos that are created by a family. They are step-by-step,
and so easy to do. It really helps that inner artist come out. Here are a couple drawings from my own children. We hope that you have fun creating and exploring with your families. For more information, check out our family resource page on Elk Grove Unified School District. Be patient as we are currently reviewing sites so we can get the best of the best on our website for you. In the next episode, we're going to take you on a collection of over 30 places that you can go virtually with your families. From the GEO shows, which take you and allow you and your families to interact. Maddie, where did we go? Do you remember where we went?
We went to see the elephants and the
Kimono Dragon.
Kimono Dragons.
Yeah, and so they do a lot of geography and just showing you the place, and you learn a lot of facts, and you get to interact. So we got to play a little quiz. Great site to go to. You can also take a trip to Mars, or some of the virtual field trips have live footage like the San Diego Zoo. Until next time, I'm Mrs. Knoll.
And I'm Madison.
Stay safe, everyone.
Would like to thank Mrs. Knoll, who is a teacher at Florence Markarfer Elementary School, for that fun, and we look forward to more activities that she's going to introduce to us in the coming days. And also thank you to her daughter.
It was adorable. So, according to the Sacramento County Public Health today, they noted that they have now 88 confirmed COVID-19 cases, 4 of which have passed away from complications of COVID-19.
And those 4 individuals suffered complications of COVID-19 and were older than 70 and had underlying health conditions.
The county has a web listing of departments that are operating as usual, as well as those who have limited or modified services.
All residents of Sacramento County are asked to adhere to the public health order in order to slow the spread of the virus by taking all reasonable means to stay home and only venture out to public spaces when it is absolutely necessary.
Yes, and when you must, maintain social distance at all times.
So the expanded drive-through meal, grab-and-go meal services now includes 34 school sites, and it continues to reach more families and their children.
That's excellent. Tell me more.
Well, the drive-through meal service will take place in the parking lot or bus lanes at each of the 34 school sites. Children 18 years and younger must be present in order to receive the meals to any student that does come, even if they can't have their parents come with them.
Oh, so you're saying that students can actually go there and pick up a meal?
Yeah, because some families still have to go to work. So if parents still have to go to work, the students could still come to one of the 34 sites and receive a meal.
Fabulous. So meals will be delivered and served actually between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. Monday through Friday. The meals provided each day will include lunch for the next day or for that day, and then breakfast the following day.
Which is amazing. So when waiting for meals, please practice 6 feet of social distancing. This expanded program will continue until further notice, excluding Saturdays and Sundays.
Right, right. So what else are there anything else that they're offering?
So they're offering, lunch and then breakfast, but they're healthy. These are nutritional meals. So the district is also launching the mobile meal pickup service program that's available in a few selected areas for those families with limited availability to travel to one of the school sites that does offer it. So these mobile spots will be available for families at specific areas, and those families have been notified separately.
Excellent, excellent. So I noticed you talked about nutrition. It's one thing that's very important during this time, especially given a virus that's out there. Staying healthy, nutrition is very important. So the Food and Nutrition Services Department is proud to be able to continue to provide nutritionally balanced quality meals. And to find out more about the nutritional ingredients of these well-balanced meals, go online to blogs.egusd.net/FNS.
You know what, since we're talking about food, local food banks are in need of volunteers to help with the sorting, bagging, and distributing food to community members in need.
Wow, so I heard that the director of the Elk Grove Food Bank, for example, is looking for volunteers for the Elk Grove Food Bank. Currently, they serve 350
Wow.
people each week,
Wow.
and this week they're seeing about 920 folks at their doors.
Wow, it's like triple.
Yes.
They anticipate these numbers to continue to increase in the next few weeks.
And that number does not include the deliveries for the 30 homeless folks or families that also come to their doors at this time.
Most of the food bank volunteers are typically 65 years or older, and they come in to assist with these services, but they can't right now.
Right, so their need for volunteers is obviously great at
Yeah.
this time.
And as you know, the Elk Grove Food Bank provides much needed services to our community, and over 35% of these services go to children within the Elk Grove community.
Wow. So to volunteer at the Elk Grove Food Bank, visit elkgrovefoodbank.org.
And for Sacramento residents, it's sacramentofoodbank.org.
And then for Rancho Cordova Food Logger, it's ranchocordovafoodlogger.org.
Now let's take a look at a video created by Harpreet Damrath from Toby Johnson Middle School that shows us how we should be washing our hands to protect ourselves from the coronavirus.
In Elk Grove Unified School District, we believe in healthy minds, healthy bodies, and healthy learning.
Social and emotional learning builds students' mental health and resilience so they can grow, they can adapt, and handle a variety of situations.
One resource available now for families is Care Solace. It's a tool to support social and emotional learning at home that develops competencies in self-awareness, self-management, social awareness, relationship skills, and decision-making.
For more information, go to www.egusd.net/COVID-19 and click on the EGUSD Family and Community Resources page link.
All of the links we've mentioned in today's show will also be included in the description that's part of the YouTube channel.
Remember, while EGUSD schools are closed, Comcast is offering free internet for low-income families through their Internet Essentials programs for 60 days and have made all Xfinity Wi-Fi hotspots across the country open and free.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's great. So please continue to subscribe to the Elk Grove Unified School District's YouTube channel.
And we ask that all residents #stay at home and pay attention to the state and county orders for stricter social distancing measures and self-isolation if symptomatic of COVID-19 virus.
So thank you for your ongoing support, and please stay tuned for our ongoing daily communications that are also available online.
Thank you so much from Elk Grove Unified for your patience and understanding during these uncertain times. We will all get through this together. We'll see you on the next episode of EGU News.
I'm Santhi Pinkerton. Thanks for watching.
And I'm Sandeep Dosanjh. We'll see you again soon.